We've got some Capture the Flag on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare live from Gamescom.
And here we go, on board with Moose from TCM Gaming, our United Kingdom squad, and Moose is going to open this one up. He does pick up a kill there, so we're going to see a little bit of a push here out of Moose. Moose is being very aggressive right now. Yeah,
he's using that stim exo ability. Sadly, not going to help him there for any of you that are unfamiliar with what that stim does. If you do get weak, if you get shot, your screen goes red, you can use that stim and it will regen your health quicker. But you see the flag has already been pulled and someone is just tearing down that left-hand side. To me, that looked like they may have been using exo overclock. Of course, that gives you that increased speed, or boost, I should say. And TCM now 1-0 in the lead.
And we're still on board with Moose here. And Moose is just kind of at the very back of Curse's flag base. I don't think Curse even realizes it's there. Oh, yep, actually they do. Looks like somebody got spawned back there in the corner and picked up Moose as he was making an approach to the flag, but now on board with PD.
Oh,
now, PD normally a submachine gun player, and I believe that's what he has in his hand right now.
Yeah, nice play coming in from PT. Picks up those 2 kills and recognize his flag has been picked up, so PT has to try and make a play here with the enemy flag. He's just trying to slide around, turns around, throws that, well, actually launches the grenade. Yeah, that's the better way of saying. Obviously, grenades now do come from that exoskeleton. Everything really a part of that now is both flags away from base. One gets returned, and that's going to be all tied up at 1 apiece as Curse managed to get that first flag up again.
Oh, look at that move. Yep. That was a little bit of a knee slide right through the door with the flag.
Oh, Moach, no!
No, he did not just do that.
Just got career-ended. That was kind of awkward. I feel kind of bad for him, put it that way. Playing knee sliding through the door, and it was like, peekaboo!
He came right back. He's like, oh, you're curious? I'm right here. So 1-1 still the score, and look at this, Moose now with the flag himself, and both flags are out for both teams. So here we go, we're in a bit of a standoff. It's still tied 1-1. Moose the flag carrier for TCM Gaming. Not quite sure who has it for Curse.
No, he has to stay alive here.
Looks like Moose is going to drop down here. He's going to make that extra little boost forward to make sure he doesn't get cut off the railing. So here we go, Moose. Still on your screen with that flag in control for TCM. Yep,
he's trying to think about it. Meanwhile, the other side, it's Burnsoff who has that flag. Obviously, that indicator on the bottom left of your screen shows he is the current flag carrier. He's going to try and drop in.
Oh, looks like they're about to get a return.
Are they going to get it? They do!
Oh, and they do get it.
And Burnsoff gets that UAV as well.
And you can see the communication from the teams here. Oh my goodness, what a bottleneck right there. 3 players coming through the door. He manages to get 1. But you saw the communication out of Curse right there. One of his teammates says, I'm about to get that return, get on the flag. And he jumps on the flag, instant cap.
Yep, meanwhile, flag has actually been pulled by TCM. They actually have Curse's flag, so Burnsoff is going to have to try and do some defensive work. He wasn't able to pick up that kill, I think. Meanwhile, PT is trying to return his flag. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. Nicely played coming in from TCM so far. Just trying to make some plays now. This is a solid play from both teams so far. Really.
Absolutely, yeah. Both teams are making some very, very nice decisions, some very nice plays, like you said.
Oh,
no! There we go.
Oh, my
The first facepalm moment of the
if you're not sat at home facepalming, you should be.
Are you sure you wanted to play CTF Enable? Was that Enable?
No, it was Moose, I think.
It was Moose?
I think it was either Moose or PD, I believe.
We didn't catch who that was, but somebody put that on YouTube.
Yeah, please put that on YouTube ASAP, because that's the first, as you said, facepalm moment of the game. Just tries to get that exo jump.
So one thing we should mention is that it does take a bit of skill to time your jumps and your boosts in the game, so you have to get used to it and figure out exactly from what point you can launch yourself from with that boost jump and actually where you're going to land. It takes a little bit of time to figure out. Obviously, whoever that was, if it was a Moose, that he did not know what he was doing there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But you see that, again, the perfect example of the exoskeleton being able to use, that jump, the exo jump there, and it just adds a lot of verticality and different angles that you have to be thinking about now when you play. So even a basic 3-lane map is going to change completely because it's kind of like 3 lanes, but there's multiple tiers to those lanes. So you have to be thinking about absolutely everything stim just being used there by Machilla. He jumps up top of course stim, if you have forgotten, increases that speed of health regen.
Yep, and he does not have that ability any longer, but he is trying to return the flag, which he just did, and get the cap. So he thought the flag was there in the base, but it was actually about a foot away from being returned. So he had to actually, he slid through like he got the cap, but he actually didn't get it. He had to get the return, and then managed to get the capture. So there you have it. That is going to be...
You see them laughing about it. Kroos had just realized what Moach had done. He was like, hey, I don't think no one sold that because I saw what you did.
Yeah.
They're having a good old laugh about it. But
thousands of people around the world saw it as well. So here we go, going into the second half.
Yep, on board with Mochilla from Team Curse. One of the best slayers in Call of Duty. Give him an assault rifle and he is going to do some serious damage. Let's see how he's going to play up the break. Well, he does go down. So unfortunate stuff from there. Another player.
That was Croaster.
Was that
Croaster. I looked up and caught it.
Oh, no.
That was Croaster, who was laughing at Mochilla a second ago.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Karma's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Now, Mochilla on your screen again. I like the way Mochilla's been playing, though, in the CTF. He's playing very, very aggressive on the flags. And that's one of the reasons he put that last flag in the last round. And look at the shots getting put in. And look, I love this play on Mochilla. He can get a very fast escape. Very smart play, however, out of TCM as well.
Yeah, you see just waiting for Mochilla to run through that door and picks up a very easy kill. On board now with Moose from TCM. He's trying to get a little bit of map control here and get towards that cursed flag. He wants to go down this left-hand side lane up toward the helipad. And the flag is going to be just around the corner. He's just waiting to see if anyone is playing a solid sort of defensive role from Curse, but there is no one there. So Moose in a great position here to, what was that?
Do it.
Do it. You want to pull it? Pull the flag, Moose.
He's waiting though. He's playing the sneaky.
This is the thing. Curse now pulled that flag. So the way that TCM needs to play is get the return, then turn around and pick up that flag. They have 3 plays down. Moose's teammates should be able to pick that up, but no, a big defensive stop comes in.
Oh, I don't know why Moose didn't just go for that.
Oh, no, he missed, but he does get his UAV though. That's something to know. Out of that, he does get his UAV.
He did get the flag grab, which gave him some score, it seemed like, and he does get that UAV. So let's see if he actually decides to use it right here. About 3 minutes left to go in this half.
Enable using that little speed boost to try and get towards the flag. Flag is missing. It has been pulled by TCM now. Enable does have his UAV ready, and just as he calls it in, some classic Call of Duty timing, he does get shut down from the side.
We have all been there.
Yes, we have all been there. If you've ever played Call of Duty ever, you've been in that situation where just something classic happens.
It always happens when I'm throwing a care package. When I used to throw care package grenades, you know, to call in the care package.
As well.
Oh my god.
Enable missing a jump.
Is that times 2 for Enable? It might be.
It might be times 2 for Enable. Kroos has done it. I know Moose or PT has done it as well. We're seeing a couple of epic fails.
All right, so this is the montage of montages, everybody jumping off the map. But again, it's so new, so it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get used to it.
It's worth mentioning, you know, how you actually do the slide animation, or the strafe kind of animation. It's just by holding that left thumbstick into the right or into the left, and it will allow you to just kind of dodge from side to side, that sort of strafe. So it is kind of different, because so many people are just used to spamming the left thumbstick down just to sprint. Whereas now you've got
it's actually kind of tricky. It takes a little bit of dexterity to push the left thumbstick and hit it at the right angle, on the sweet spot to make that right dash or left dash.
Gunchi, meanwhile, his team 2-0 up in the second side. You've got Enable still with that UAV, but hasn't really pulled it in just yet. He's waiting. He's just playing a bit of defensive role for his team. He is using the Exo ability stim as well, so he's going to get that increased health regen should he decide to use it. He's trying to chase down a play. He's going to have to call that one out to his teammate, but tries to get that boost and actually mistimed it somewhat. Hopefully he doesn't suicide again, otherwise that is literally going to be the most embarrassing thing in the world.
And there we see a supply drop coming in there for, that was Enable, I believe.
Yep.
Or it was Marky B who we switched to. But the supply drop, that's what you're going to see when you achieve something in game, and it's going to give you a piece of loot. It's the new loot system here in Advanced Warfare. So you could get, you know, a gun, like they have 3 different levels of guns. And those guns, you know, that you can get actually have modifiers on them as well.
And, you know, I just love it. There's not much more I can say. I keep praising it, but it is so much fun to watch.
I actually think this is going to be more entertaining than the last uplink that we watched. But again, the map here is called Defender. This is the brand new game mode. It's called Uplink. And, oh, I don't know what just happened right there, where somebody got really trashed.
Someone got really messed up. That was actually Kroaster.
Oh.
Meanwhile, PT, he's actually at his own portal here, so he needs to try and throw the ball away, but he tries to run away. And that, not really the best choice that you could have made, because it leaves the ball very close to his own base. And now
it's already in.
Yeah, already in. So that's a 2-0 lead in favor of Team Curse. PT does pick up a couple of kills. 4 players actually do go down. So Moose now will be able to put a bit of yardage onto the ball. He could have chosen to pass. Don't forget that. You can throw and pass the ball to your teammates if you choose to do so.
Oh, big kill feed right there for TCM. All 4 players for Curse going down, and 2 more as well. But I don't think Moose knows where to take this ball yet. And there you see him finally kind of jump out from the bottom of the map.
There's the stim as well.
He popped the stim. That helped him so much. No, dude,
that was so close. That was almost the perfect play from Moose. Arguably could have got maybe an extra slide on top of that jump, but
He popped that stim at the perfect time. I thought he had it.
That was so clutch.
He would have been a legend.
Not to be, although his teammate did get that 2 points, so it is all tied up right now. And you see Moose now behind enemy lines. He's actually at the enemy base, but doesn't have the ball, of course. So he needs to track back, sees a player, use that jump, so he is going to appear as that little blip on the minimap. But he needs to be careful because obviously that tidal wave, the dynamic map element, is due relatively soon, so you don't want to be too far on that right-hand side.
You can just tell that Moose knows he did something badass.
Yeah, he's just like
he's just sprinting everywhere now. He's like, hell yeah, boys. We just knocked that in there, and I almost had that amazing play. But you know what, here we go. On board with PD for TCM as well.
Oh, no!
Oh, he tried to do it.
He nearly did it. That was obviously from the game earlier on where I said in uplink, if you throw the ball at the enemy, they will catch it, and they will be left with just a gun.
We mentioned this earlier, but it's worth mentioning again. If you actually throw the ball at the enemy, they will immediately pick up the ball, hence taking their weapon away from them. So you can literally throw the ball at somebody, make them catch it, and shoot them in the face.
You know what I would love to see? Someone throw the ball.
Somebody just got smacked with the ball right there.
I would love to see someone throw the ball, catch it, then just do a nice little shift to the left or shift to the right, and throw the ball back. That would be, can you imagine? This is why I love this game type, Hashra. There's so many potential epic things that can happen.
Well, I actually saw the most epic thing I've seen all day long. Is I tweeted it out earlier.
Yeah.
Is I saw somebody had the overclock exo ability, so they had a speed boost. Somebody was shooting at them from a little bit of distance. He popped the speed boost, ran straight at him, knee slid, and hit him with the ball in the face.
Oh, that's
just
nasty.
Dodged the bullets by sliding under them. It was the most amazing thing. I was dying.
That's epic. I actually saw an alley-oop earlier on.
No, you did not.
I did. I swear on my life. Player had the ball, threw it up into the air. Another player jumped off the building, grabbed it, and got the cap. It was insane, honestly.
Well, let's see if we can catch some of that right here. We have the ball in the hand of Enable. Enable's just going to go ahead and run that in, and that's going to be a 4-2 lead for Curse. Again, if you're just joining us now, you can run the ball through the other team's goal, the enemy goal, for 2 points.
Yep.
You can throw the ball into it for 1 point. So there are 2 ways of scoring here in Uplink.
Yep, still Monkey B on your screen. Meanwhile, Kroster, who is trying to get that overclock. The jukes, he's juking absolutely everyone. He could actually choose to throw it from there, but no. We've seen that as a very well-used throw spot. You can actually throw the ball perfectly in an arc, and it will land, but Team Curse do get another 2 points on the board. And this is what I like to see from Kroster. He's using those exo abilities to his advantage. Too many players not necessarily used to it right now, and Kroster, every single time he's going to spawn, he's going to pop.
And that was a perfect example of how the long-range gunfights have changed. It's so much harder to hit shots at long range. There's more recoil on the weapons. From my point of view, and it seems like some of the guns have a little bit more recoil.
Right.
And I think that's why some of the players are like, this is actually very challenging. Like, we're getting in gunfights that last 10 seconds.
Yeah, and again, that comes back to that team element. You need some support sometimes, and sometimes a normal 1 versus 1 gunfight becomes an epic 2 versus 2, potentially 4 versus 4. So you will see a lot of action in that kill feed as PT tries to get the melee attack with the ball. Of course, that is something you can do. When you pick up the ball, you are left with a lot of armor. No weapon though, Hastro, so you do have to go for that melee or potentially throw the ball at the opposition like we mentioned earlier on.
Yeah, and we're going to see some amazing stuff when the players really get a handle for the game. But look at PD. I mean, some of them are already making juke moves around the map. They're starting to get acclimated with the map and the layout here on Defender. And, you know, they're kind of pulling some moves that are pretty nasty, Benson, already. And so I know that we're going to see some epic moments in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for everybody, players alike.
Enable chasing Gunshi. Gunshi just getting away, and he did the smart thing, recognized it was almost 100% death, tried to put some yardage down off the ball to see that there was a teammate down long. Sadly, there wasn't.
Yeah, he just went for that Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary play, yeah, pretty much.
We call it in the United States.
Just praying that someone could catch that ball and try and run it home, but no one home, unfortunately, for Gunshi. So it's a 4-2 lead in favor of Curse. So going into the second side, TCM going to have to try and do something different. We may see them try and change their classes out, potentially see them use some different exo abilities. They definitely have that choice as PT. Well, does he change things out? I think he has actually. He's going to be using that cloak. So if he can get himself behind enemy lines this time, he can cloak himself and really cause some problems for Curse from their own spawn.
Let's see if he actually decides to use it here at any point. Oh, ball has been picked up by Marky B.
Look how weak he is. He has no armor. Weak. But this is the place you can throw it from. If he, no, not there. The next ball, Marky from the. Oh well. Oh, Marky, that was. He recognized that there was somewhere around there. He tried to pre-throw the ball or throw the ball, but it didn't really work out too well. Meanwhile, Burns, he's trying to get some yardage on the ball. Does get shut down. And straight off spawn, he's going to try and make his way around.
Not a bad play by Burns. Not a bad play by Burns. Just trying to get some yardage on it.
Gets the ball away.
Here's Moose now. Moose made a nasty play earlier with the ball. Can he do it again? He spots one enemy there on the map. Now he's going for the moves through the lower of center mid.
He's actually popped his stim. He recognized he was going to get challenged. He tries to juke away. Moose, this is going to be insane if he can get away from it. There's 2 players in front of him. Moose, can he get the melee attack? Oh, he nearly played that so well. He popped the stim recognizing someone was going to be challenging him. He knew he was guaranteed to get shot. Such a heads-up play, but he just didn't get that jump in time.
They honestly had no idea where he went after they shot him in the back. He just kind of evaded them, but oh, look at this. Big battle down here. And that's near the middle of the map as well, so it's still kind of a battle of map control. Everybody's trying to get that ball to the opponent's side.
Enable has that UAV. He wants to call it in. Meanwhile, Moose with the ball. Every time Moose gets the ball, it's just kind of like Hashbro. Something exactly is going to happen just like that. Gets the melee attack. He's so close to the enemy. Baldo, can he get it for 2?
Nice play.
He gets it. Nicely played from Moose, and that is going to level up the game. 3 minutes still to play. Hashbro all tied up here. Game's gone 4 points.
Moose is a natural objective runner in uplink. I can already tell. He's got some skills.
The moves, bro.
He's got some moves, yep. And here we go again. Ball in the hand of Marky B for TCM. And Marky's just going to go ahead and lay that out there for his teammates. So it looks like TCM using a little bit of strategy. So Marky B normally, you know, plays a little bit more of a support slayer role. You know, that's what he's doing right there. Allowing his objective player to get some yardage on the ball, and he's going to just slay it out, help his objective player get up the map.
Really smart play, and Marky anticipating the ball to be returned. He has picked it up. He sees the player. He's like, nope, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm going to run back towards my teammates. If he gets a double jump up top, which he does, he may be in a position to get a cap, but player behind him. I think that was actually Croster who actually used his, I think that was the cloak that he actually got killed by there. So, nice plays from Crow. In fact, I think it may be because it's Exo ability is completely empty.
He's got the over.
Oh, yeah, he was there. Yeah, it may not have been Croster, but there was someone cloaked in that corner from Curse, so we have to try and keep our eyes out for who that was, but someone from Curse did actually throw the ball through the portal of TCM. That's why it's a 5-4 advantage now. So PT picks up the ball once again. He's trying to make some moves, play to his right-hand side, loses armor, does go down. Nice defense from Curse.
Yeah, now we're still on board with PD. PD's going to put some shots into a player across the map there, gets taken down. Still on board with PD, and you can see like the I guess it's just the anxiousness of the players to use that boost jump. Like right when they spawn, they're like double tapping it, you know? And so again, it takes some getting used to. You have to learn when to time those boost jumps and using your exosuit to move around the map.
PD with the ball, he tries to dodge one, he should be able to get this home, surely, yes he does! Gets the 2 points, and that's going to give TCM a 1-point lead. Now going into the last minute and a half, that ball is going to rotate now. Have TCM got anyone in position to try and defend it? That's the key thing. You need to make sure you never lose control of mid-map. 4 players go down from Curse, and TCM should be in a great position to just try and defend that ball. Although a 1-point lead is so fragile, Hashbro, all you need to do now, if you're a part of Curse, is just throw that in and get the tie.
Yeah, and PD is going off right now, being a huge distraction. Meanwhile, Gunchi misses the jump. He's going to have to go around now. Is that going to cost him? He does get 2 there, so 3 points now separating these teams. 55 seconds left on the clock. It is still doable for Curse at this point, but they're really going to have to move across the map quickly and put one in.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very tough for Curse if they're going to try and come back into this in the last 44 seconds. Moch has dropped the overclock. He knows he needs a bit of pace now. He picks up a kill. 3 players have gone down. He should be able to get quite close to the TCM base, but to try and get that in for 2 points, not going to happen. TCM expecting the route that he took. He does go down, and TCM back with the ball under their control.
Yeah, now TCM pushing this up. Moose is going to be trying to get this one. Oh, man, he is a master of jukes, I'm telling you. Even in midair, he's juking.
That was so nice. As you said, that the moves that Moose has got right now, he's already a natural. You can just tell. Croster with the ball, but with 10 seconds left, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to come back from the deficit, although Crow is going to get another 2 points in. 8-7, TCM pick up the uplink game. And what a game. You called it as well, sir. You said it.
Jumping right into the action, Benson. And immediately it's Croster. Croster has not changed his exo ability. It is going to be overclock for him every single round. Croster obviously looking to move around the map as quickly as he can. And right now he's packing a red dot on the weapon he has. So we're actually going to be on board with PD now. PD also with a red dot. I think Croster had a red dot on his before we switched. I didn't catch the switch, but
see a lot of players running red dot. It's just that familiarity.
PD's actually using stim, I think. Is that stim?
Yep, that's going to be stim. So that's going to increase his health regen a lot quicker. So if he does get tagged up, That's going to be his go-to button to press. First step has gone down on that hard point, but Curse starting off very, very well. You see immediately overclock being used by Curse straight off spawn. Burns off still on that hard point note. And it is Curse developing quite a big lead from that first hill, 30-3. Now the question is, have they watched enough to know where the rotation is going to be?
I always want to see somebody just knife people in the back, you know, when they're chasing them down. But here, we actually have something we haven't talked about too much, Benson, and that is the slam.
Yes.
Okay, we haven't talked about the slam very much. So if you're still watching the stream, if you've been tuning in, we haven't even mentioned this yet. But if you double jump into the air, you can actually use your left stick, press down on it, and press in and press down to slam down from your double jump. So you'll slam straight down into the ground. But what it actually does is it actually does a minimal amount of damage to an opponent, okay?
Right.
Not only that, but it actually stuns them temporarily as well.
Really?
So you can actually kill people by slamming down on top of them.
I want to see someone do that.
We have not seen somebody do that just yet.
I want to see someone do that. I really do. Krosta is going to fire the nade straight over there, but it doesn't look like anyone was home. But Curse dominating this hardpoint game. 61-9, TCM. Really struggling. We had a 100-point club in our last game. I'm wondering if we're going to have another one once again. Curse looking very, very good off the break. Nice pick up there by Krosta. And
they're rotating.
Yeah, it seems like
Curse already rotating. It's the first time they played hardpoint together versus another professional team.
Oh, that was a good shot as well from Crow.
And they're immediately rotating to the next hardpoint. Insane.
Krosta as well, picking up some nice kills. And I think everyone now is sort of catching on to where the hard points are rotating to. But Curse once again with control. Burns trying to put himself into a corner. He's going to have a challenge in front of him. He's going to not get the kill. Oh no, Burns, that's not going well.
You gotta run now.
Has to, yeah, you better run now. Picks up one. There's still another player around there. Now he has to try and locate exactly where he is. And this is what's brilliant about hardpoint. He could be in so many different places. Ooh. But Burns doing such a good job of staying alive. Picks up another kill. Is he up top, Burns? I don't think he is. He's finding him in the corner. He jumped up again though. Burns picks up another kill. Finally goes down though, Hastro.
Yeah, oh baby, he got the supply drop as well. So he's got loot waiting in the mailbox. So now we're on board with Mochilla, and he's going to be moving around the bat. Oh, nice play right there. Very nice mechanics, jumping up onto that roof right there and pulling out that shot. Just could not finish it off, but here comes a grenade to take Mochilla out.
Needed that trophy system, Astro. You needed that trophy system.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. And PD now getting a little sneaky here, watching the corner of the doorway. Very nice shots out of PD there. Pick up that kill, defending this hard point.
Obviously, you need to be careful on this hard point as well, Hastro, because there is that broken roof above the hard points, so players can just drop down, but it doesn't look like Curse are going to waste any time with that. They are just three-man funneling down that left-hand side. They now have control of the hard point. You see PT desperately trying to get over there. It is Curse with the lead, 87, and growing to 47 for TCM. PT trying to go around the outside. He has got stim available to use if he wants to. Wouldn't surprise me, maybe see him actually pop it as soon as he gets onto the hill for increased health. And there's one, there's two. Nice play from PT. Gets the hard point secure as well. And Curse are going to be kicking themselves after that.
Yeah, those are a lot of points right there for PD. You know, you pick up 2 kills and the capture on the hard point for a total of 350 right there. So some similar values, 100 points for each kill inside the hard point, plus 150 for a capture. And I think those were the same values that we had in Black Ops 2.
Yep, Krosta just kind of failed that nade he had, but it doesn't matter. Hardpoint currently is going to be contested. He turns, nearly picks up that kill. He does get cleaned up though, so hardpoint is actually going to be controlled by Curse, but now actually changed over to TCM back to Curse. And Curse looking very, very strong at this map. Yeah,
but PD has a UAV here that he has not used at the moment. So let's see if PD actually decides to use that for TCM. But right now we're on board with Kroster from Team Curse, who have the lead by quite a good margin now, Benson, and it's growing.
Yeah, and they also had a UAV in the air of their own. Overclock being used once again by Kroster, and he's using this ability every single time he spawns. He recognizes, you know, that speed boost, trying to get across the map, trying to set up on the next hills. Oh, the nice mechanics comes in, and Kroster just got absolutely destroyed. And that's what we were talking about. The exoskeleton, it makes it so difficult at times to pick up those kills. I'm not sure who that was from TCM, but whoever that was, take a bow, my friend. That was awesome mechanics.
Yeah, that was very nice. And here we go, Mochilla now coming through with a little bit of hip fire. And he's going to pop off some more shots. Rocking the iron sights here is Mochilla. He actually gets the hardpoint capture, but that didn't last very long. And he's just going to be pushing back in, trying to pick up with his teammates and get this hardpoint under control.
Kroster does pick up one. Is he going to go for the contest? He is, but the grenades are flying towards him. And he does get shut down, 135 to 65. However, Moose is on this hill, so he's looking at trying to reduce that deficit somewhat. It's 30 seconds left on the mid hill before it does rotate to that left-hand side. Moose now trying to breach it once again. In fact, his team do actually have control of it, so now they just need to try and hold it for this 20 seconds. And this is some big time, really, for TCM if they can get it. It will bring them closer back into contention of this game.
Yeah, now you see Curse now actually getting control right back. And this is Burns off on your screen. Burns pulled off some nice shots there. And you see the hard point. Oh, look at this. He actually picked up that's a supply dropper. It's essentially a care package here in the game. I'll give you the exact name of it here in a second. But is he calling that in? There it is. And that animation is so sick. And that's the first time we've seen that here.
Yep, it is actually. So we'll see now Burns making his way towards that hard point. And, you know, because he had to back off to call that in, obviously you don't want anyone from the opposition stealing it. He had to back off quite drastically. So he's not in a very good position to try and challenge this hard point. Players are going to be on that. Burns gets just wiped out. That did not last very long for Burns. 30 seconds left on that hill before rotation. Curse still trying to push it. And the player just darted onto that roof and Burns misses his jump and he's going to fall down.
Okay, so it's called the Orbital Care Package.
Orbital Care Package, that's the official name.
That is the official name. Okay. It is the Orbital Care Package, and man, was it orbital. Yeah, the way that thing comes flying in, man, it's pretty insane. So, all right, back on board with Burns off. Burns off, making a little bit of a show here.
This is where I'd be using that stim. If I'm Burns, look at how weak he is. He's still weak. You pop that stim.
He's not using it. He's not using it. He's not used to it yet.
Exactly.
But it would have been the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, it really would. You know, it increases that health regen. You can move.
It's actually a reflex play. You have to have fast reflexes to pop that off. Like if you're getting shot at and you pop your stim.
What I'm really liking is plays from Moose, where he pops the stim before he goes into a gunfight.
Yeah, that
so he knows immediately he's going to have that health regen in the middle of that gunfight.
That too. It's a smart play. But if you actually manage to do it in the middle of the gunfight, you have a longer length of the stim being effective. So
you need to be very, very quick on it. And as you said, it's just players not necessarily being used to all the new features in the game. Curse still with the lead though. 170 to 128. Hardpoint is currently being contested. PT desperately trying to find someone because they have no idea where he is. There he is, PT. As PT does go down, hardpoint still going to be contested though. And PT needs to really think about that next hill now with just 10 seconds left. And you see all the players actually going to go for a rotation. Kroster, the Team Curse, he's ready and waiting for the next hill to rotate. Desperately trying to pick someone out, but there is no one there just yet. He's going to pick up that 150. There's the UAV as well. And this is fantastic play from Pro.
Yeah, but I will guarantee that they're going to get there very fast.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. This is Riot. The map is called Riot if you're just joining us right now. And you're watching Hardpoint making a return to Advanced Warfare.
First step up top. He's going to drop down. There is a player in front of him. Picks up one. Very, very weak. Of course, he is not using the Exo ability stim. Decided against that decision, so he can't regen his health quicker, but he's got that increased movement speed. Hardpoint contested. Kroster picks that kill up as well. 450 points away from his UAV if he decides to try and get that.
And what you would call this in the UK, you would say, these guys are trying to get a little cheeky dropping in through the roof on them, right?
They're getting very cheeky. There's some stealthy little players dropping down from the sky, but Kroster anticipated it nicely. 8 seconds left on this hill before it does rotate. And PT is going to be in there. And
oh man, you don't want to run into that PT.
This is going to be very tough now.
Let's switch back over to it.
I want to see who
it is. A Goliath again on the map.
Who has the Goliath? This is the second time we've seen it, and I think it was in the hardpoint the first time. No, it was in the TDM the first time.
Oh, there it is right there. It's on the map. I would love to go switch over to that Goliath.
Who is it in the Goliath? That's the question. Here it is. It's Burns. Burns with the Goliath. Let's see how much work you can do with this.
That sounds so badass.
Right? You just like. Look at it. It just sounds so cool.
Yeah. Come on, Burns. Make something happen, buddy.
Do something
cool.
Oh,
he's just guarding the hard point. So
I mean, smart play, right?
Yeah, it's a smart play. I mean, these guys are in a lot of trouble up there when Burns is inside this. And it looks like they're throwing grenades at it. It's kind of like just insignificant. He's like, I'm in this big, huge machine, and I'm just going to keep dumping on you. But here we go. Oh, my good.
Oh, nice.
Lord, shoot him out of the sky. A little skeet shot right there.
He looks up top.
And there you go.